And it's my favorite because it talks about how it's Miguel Angel wants to become a boxer, and his desire to become a boxer is so he can earn money and buy a big house for his mom and his siblings, and then take him away from the Alisal. But he, at the same time, even though he dreams of moving away from the Alisal, he also loves that area. And this is a passage that shows how much he loves it. That's why I like it so much. A little over a mile into his jog, he was at the edge of paradise. He crossed Old Stage Road and took a break at the Red Iron Gate to contemplate the javelins. No wonder Jody named his pony after them. They were the grandest and prettiest things he knew. Every time Miguel Angel reached this point, he just stood there, fists on his hips, breathing deeply, looking at the titans covered in wilting grass. There were thousands, perhaps millions of students who read Steinbeck and his descriptions of Monterey County, but only a few who could actually breathe its air, touch its mountains. Miguel Angel was one of them, and that made him feel special. Many times he felt tempted to jump the fence on Williams Road and continue running into those hills, get lost into their sinuous ups and downs. He'd feel the sweat running down his temple. He'd wipe it with the back of his hand, but he wouldn't be hot. The cool air of the mountains would keep him refreshed. He'd be near the carefree cows and their young calves, always at a safe distance from the generous broods. He would then see a gavilan, a sparrowhawk, glide above his namesake mountains and dive in search of a prey. At the highest point of his jog, he would let himself fall flat on the grass and look up at the sky, contemplating the ocean fog coming into the valley. Then he would run back to the road, to the sound and fumes of the speeding cars. Out of the lonely county road, Miguel Angel would see the path he was to follow as clearly as he saw the clouds in the sky. He would use his powerful left punch to defeat all rivals, tall and short, skinny and stocky, black and Mexican. He would enter the rings in the fancy Las Vegas hotels dressed as an Aztec emperor, wearing a headdress like the one the Europeans had stolen from this continent. The loudspeakers would be playing Soy el Jefe de Jefes, a corrido ballad in honor of a mean, powerful guy. And when he stepped onto the stage, the crowd would go wild, chanting his boxing name, Chato, 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 Chato. The chants would grow even wilder after the 8th round, when his rivals fell to the ground for the 3rd time and couldn't get up again. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Miguel Angel would jump up and down, and coach would come and embrace him. His cutmen and the assistant coaches on his team would all jump up and down in excitement. He would turn around and wave at his mother, and Brittany, sitting in the first row, and would blow kisses at them. Nah, maybe that wouldn't be cool. With all the money he would earn, he would buy a house for his mother, a big one in the neighborhood where Brittany lived, overlooking Monterey Bay and the green golf courses. His Mediterranean mansion would have 7 rooms, one for each of his brothers and sisters, and one for his mom. He would hire a maid to do all the work, a chauffeur to drive them to school, and a gardener to trim the grass and prune the roses. He would take his mom to Mexico in a limousine, and everyone in the old rancho would know how successful the son of Lupita had become. Under the lonely, watchful eyes of the Gavilans, Miguel Angel became a champion boxer, the meanest fighter the world had ever known. The mountains, like Coach and his mother and Brittany, knew what he was capable of.